College, our employment and training officers here who work for METS. There's a whole, our industry partners as well. Some of the participants are working in the community and some of them are working for private companies that are doing work in our community. So happy that Dora Construction showed up today as a representative here. I'd like to call on Chief Norman to say a few words.
Elders, ministers, facilities, chiefs, apprentices, agency staff, Mi'kmaq Economic Benefits Office staff, and apprentice carpenters. Ministers, I am pleased you have come to Waterloo to make a formal announcement on collaboration between our governments to deliver the enhanced direct entry carpentry program to 16 Mi'kmaq apprentice carpenters from Eskilstuna to Waterloo. The Enhanced Direct Entry Mi'kmaq Carpentry Program was delivered in partnership with Labour and Advanced Education, the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency, Mi'kmaq Economic Benefits Office, Nova Scotia Community College, and the Centre for Employment Innovation and delivered here in Waterloo. The class of 16 women and men completed their first block training and are now working with our First Nations as carpenters apprentices. This training model reflects the unique flavor market of our Mi'kmaq communities and the success we can achieve by working here. A special thanks to Chief Leroy Denny and Chief Rod Gould for encouraging their community members to participate in the Direct Entry Carpentry Program, designed for Mi'kmaq participants and the Mi'kmaq Employment Office for coordinating the participants. I want to thank our partners in the Direct Entry Carpentry Program, Labour and Advanced Education, the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency, Mi'kmaq Economic Benefits Office, Nova Scotia Community College, and the Centre for Employment Innovations. I would like to add a special thank you to Margaret Davison and Frank Moore from the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency, and Alex Paul and Tyler Moore from Mi'kmaq Economic Benefits Office for their leaderships on the Direct Entry Carpentry Program. And finally, Minister, thank you again for coming to Waterloo today and celebrating our collaboration on this initiative and the success of our 16 carpenters apprentices. With that, I would like to ask Chief Leroy and Chief Rod to say a few words.
Sama, da biggest gisko, almost go. Da se imuži da vam dua sigur samo da hamstra imuži. Thank you for joining us here today, Minister Sulis and Chief Norman and I were debating. We're trying to figure out how to pronounce her name. Kept saying Casales. Mr. Casales. We love you. Or he loves you. He or she loves you. So I'm glad that we straightened that out. And we love you today. And this is truly a joint effort. And this program is especially for the Enhanced Direct Entry Carpentry Program. This program is addressing the need in our communities of new carpenters, and it helps our young people again gain valuable work experience and certified training. And this is a program that will create the next generation of red seal carpenters who will eventually become mentors for others entering the trade. They may start their own businesses, or they may become the instructors in the future programs. So I want to thank all those partners who came together to make this unique program a reality. And with the help of Google, our communities developed a Winnemagi apprenticeship strategy. The objective of the strategy is to increase the number of Mi'kmaq completing their apprentice journey, achieving Red Seal certification. This Enhanced Direct Entry Program is an important step in the implementation of this strategy. I understand this program is the first of its kind in the province. And this is truly an innovative initiative that addresses multiple needs in our communities. This program demonstrates how we can work together to create a more skilled, diversified, and productive workforce in Nova Scotia. This program puts more emphasis on critical work experience and less emphasis on the classrooms. I am happy that the classroom components of the program are being delivered here in this community, here at Almond Brook Learning Center, with this beautiful facility. The extensive work experience will be in each participant's community, building new houses or working with housing departments for repairs or renovations. The extensive work experience will be in each community, and I hope this program will lead to more innovative programs that will help support the needs of our communities, of our people, and of our province. So I want to congratulate Chief Norman and his community, and his council, and for pulling this off, and thanks again for all the partners, and congratulations for the great work they are doing, and to keep this ball rolling. And, I had Chief Norman, invited Chief Norman to my council meeting, and we know that they have a nice facility here, an opportunity for training, and I told Chief Norman right away we agreed at the council meeting that we to give up 2 homes for this program, for them to get their first hand how to build a new home. And as you know, many of our communities are booming. We're building big buildings. As you drive through Whitmore, you will see Chief the development him and his council are doing. In Escazona, we have buildings coming up. But the problem is we're lacking expertise, we're lacking skills. And that's why we come together with the chiefs to create those skills. Because these projects, they don't stop. They come and go, And we have other buildings coming up in Escazona and many of our communities. And we want to continue for our Mi'kmaq people to be able to work on these major projects that are coming up. And there's so many more coming. And that's why these it's very, very important for them to get the skills that are needed in this field. So again, Mr. Vladi, thank you very much. Salamat. Vladi.
I'm just happy to be here. Anyway, with all these announcements going on in the mountains, I haven't spent that much time on my work. Only doing some work. Normally, you gotta slow down. Thank you very so much for inviting me, Minister. We talked about collaboration between the bands, the province, the different departments. I think we have to meet our people in Nova Scotia. We are very fortunate. But we do have a wonderful working relationship, not only with our fellow MPs, Mark Lightning, the Premier and his cabinet ministers, and then the municipal leaders, such as Mayor Doug Savage, Mayor Brenda Chisholm, Mayor Susan Clark. It's a wonderful collaboration. While Christoph Canada speaks about truth and reconciliation, we are living it and we are breathing it here in Nova Scotia. And we are doing it, we are acting on it. Wonderful collaboration that we have. I picked up this paper this morning, Quebec Post, and it says make a difference. And on the front page is a picture of a young Mi'kmaq person who graduated from McGill University as a doctor yesterday. Mi'kmaq, from one of our communities, son of our Chief Hogan, doctor. Through the collaboration of the chiefs and the formation of the MK Education Program, which is a self-government agreement, when we run our own education, we have pushed hard and fought hard to have our kids go to university, and we've been quite successful. We've had doctors, we have lawyers, we have teachers, we have nurses, we even have a judge. that is fine one. I have two daughters up at the same event. Most of the people I look at here, native people, have gone to St. Louis. In my own school, I have 14 of my own teachers that have their master's in education. That's great. But we need tradespeople. We need tradespeople. Everybody can't be a judge, everybody can't be a doctor or a chief. We need tradespeople. And this program that Chief Norman, his council, the community officer, and their staff, and Brian, it's wonderful, support from them.
I'll answer it, Brian.
Yeah, Alexander, call him Alexander. This program has really taken off, and I'm so happy, I'm so glad to be here today to be part of it. I've been here in Longshore so many times making announcements, not a word lie. 2 days ago, I was at a meeting at the cultural center with Chief Norman. And the staff at the restaurant asked me if I want to tag them. I said, no, thank you. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Give me some time to do it. And this, I'm glad you made it. It shows our culture. What we call it in time is rubbing off on you guys.
This is a very important day for us with this announcement, but I didn't want to Chief Lee White leave without letting everyone know it's also his birthday today. So happy birthday to you. If you want to sing happy birthday, I'll always do that after for the press. Next, we'd like to ask Richard to come up and say a few words. Richard's one of the participants in our program. So we thank you very much for taking time to say a few words.
Good afternoon, my name is Richard Benson. I'm from Waikato First Nation. I want to thank the President Agency, NSCC, Tyler Boo from Migo, Roger Boo, Susan Boo, and Ryan Jr. from Wegwa for letting me take interest in this program. In this program, I learned a lot from the time I worked with different companies, and our people know a lot towards their future. I also want to say this is a learning experience with everyone I met, and would refer this type of work to anybody that would like a future impact on the community. Thanks again.
Sir, it's your time.
Thank you, Brian. Chief Bernard, Chief Benny, elders, councilors, program participants. It's a real pleasure to be here in this Mi'kmaq community and to be able to participate in this smudging ceremony and witness the drummers perform the other song. Before I start my final part of the speech, I do want to say that I agree in terms of helping judges. We do need carpenters. We do need individuals going through the community college, tradespeople. I'm a university graduate, but just for people in the room, one thing I've done through my life is from the first house I built, the first house I bought required a lot of maintenance, and started doing a lot of it myself and learned a lot about construction. No formal training, but I had to learn, just small things, how to put trim on, how to paint, how to do other things. Then I moved on and built a house from scratch, and I rented out the first house, and later on in life I moved back into it, and I looked at the work I did initially, and it was god awful, because I had no training, and it was, literally I was putting up shelves with 2x4s, which should never be visible in the house, but it was my first project, and when I moved back into it, I did fix it up a bit. But it's, it's skills that we use every day, and it's also skills that society needs, and if we don't, for many years there was an emphasis on university, and I would say the skills we learn in the community college actually support society a lot more, because it's you can have all the degrees you want in the world. If your toilet's not working, your electricity's not working, your house can't function and you can't function, because we've taken these things for granted. if your roof's leaking, you need a professional to be able to fix it. And, to build homes that we live in, to build quality, and that's where the individuals here who are getting their certification will help society, will help your communities, and the success will just be infectious and go on and on. So with that, I'm always impressed with the innovative work that's underway in the communities, particularly in Cape Breton. There's been a lot of successes amongst many communities here. Hearing from Chief Bernard and Chief Denny and Richard demonstrates why it's important that we work together to support new programs like the Enhanced Direct Entry Carpentry Program. And I was very pleased walking in to hear about the successes, and it's one thing to hear it when I'm in my office, but when I'm here and I see the building, it gives a much different meaning when I see the individuals who are going through the program, and when I hear the feedback from outside of government that it's working well and it's making a difference. It's very, very pleasing. The program is a great example of what can happen when we come together to find solutions. It's helping bridge the gap between people living in Cape Breton, Mi'kmaq communities who want to create carpentry, and employers who need red steel carpenters. The program is innovative because these Mi'kmaq apprentices can stay in their communities while learning practical carpentry skills and completing the required classroom training. There's a strong demand for more skilled carpenters in Cape Breton and Mi'kmaq communities, as well as all of Nova Scotia and indeed across the whole country. The program will help meet that demand in a new way. I want to thank the Mi'kmaq Economic Benefits Office of Nova Scotia for their leadership in shaping this initiative with input from the Cape Breton Mi'kmaq Chiefs. They are leading the program with support from the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency, St. Francis Xavier University Extension Department Center for Employment Innovation, the NSCC, our department LAE, as well as Mi'kmaq Employment Training Secretariat and Cape Breton First Nation communities. Clearly, we are all committed to collectively transform the way we meet the employment needs of every Nova Scotian. And to make this happen, the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency and the Mi'kmaq Economic Benefits Office are working closely together to oversee the program, and the Nova Scotia Community College is providing technical training. The Center for Employment Innovation, the New Opportunities for Work, the NOW program, is also involved with work placements as well as some of the training and other supports. The CEI currently has agreements with 10 organizations to connect the participants with meaningful employment. The Mi'kmaq Economic Benefits Office is one of the 10. The Center for Employment Innovation continually evaluates and monitors progress to ensure programs are meeting the needs of participants. So, with that, I want to thank everyone who's here today, and I want to thank them for their input in shaping the Enhanced Direct Entry Carpentry Program. The Cape Breton and Mi'kmaq communities, as well as Nova Scotia, does benefit as a whole. I also want to provide also my thanks to working with the Chiefs. As they have mentioned, our government and the Chiefs have worked very closely in the last few years. We meet annually as a collective group, which is, for people who aren't aware of that in the room, it's quite impressive because all of CAD gets together with all the chiefs across the province, and then we have all other smaller working groups. Today's my first chance to be in a community and actually see it working. My previous portfolio, which was more the internal workings of government, didn't overlap very much in communities, but it's a real pleasure to be here and to see the success happening and to actually have that loop back to our previous meetings, and it's quite beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm the last speaker of the day. Want to let everyone know that each of the speakers will make themselves available to speak to the press after this event. And I'll try and be quick with my notes. They're much better prepared than the first time. That we announce are working together. So thank you everyone for attending this event today. This announcement and this event announcing our Enhanced Direct Entry program is important. It's important because we get to recognize a unique initiative, but you also get to recognize working together with shared purpose and being collaborative, how innovative we can be when that happens. Not only is it important for our leaders to speak to these efforts, and for our organizations such as our own to acknowledge our partners and their invaluable contributions to this initiative, but it's also essential for us to recognize the commitment and dedication of the program participants, many of whom are with us here today. I want to let each of our participants know, just as I did the first time I visited you here, is that we are watching this program very closely. We want you to know how incredibly proud we are of your efforts today, and you need to be recognized as partners in this initiative as well. Your success will be the only measurement that counts in my eyes when we determine if this new approach to apprenticeship training is successful. I'd like to thank you, tell you to keep up the great work, and know that we're here with you each step of your journey. I'm sure that we've all heard this expression before, that many hands make light work. When I was sitting thinking, preparing my notes last night, I couldn't think of a simple truth more fitting than this to capture the spirit in which this initiative came together. This initiative started with a conversation with leadership here in Wamakuk, Chief Norman, Brian Argonaut, and the NSCC. And what they're looking for was to put a program together that would meet the labor market needs that they had in their communities. This conversation quickly grew and included the rest of the Unama'ki chiefs. And it was determined by them that there was a need in many of our communities for new carpenters. At this time, the conversation grew to include the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency, our employment and training officers across the island, our directors of housing and our public works department. Somewhere along that, we were brought into it as well. And not long after that, we were engaging with a valuable partner we worked with before, Labor and Advanced Education. And once we had an idea of what we were working on, I was able to have conversations with our good friends at the Center for Employment Innovation. Working together, we were able to leverage expertise, experience, and resources, and we ended up with a program that was radically different than anything that's been done before. Together, we created something much closer to an underutilized pathway to apprenticeship called direct entry. And for any of you who don't know, that's essentially learning your trade by working with someone in the trade, a journey person. It's on the job. So we wanted to take the best piece of that direct entry, which is the work experience, and combine it with pieces that we hope would be rewarding for the participants and would provide greater value to the host organizations that we're going to bring people on. We didn't want them coming in with the carpenter skills that I possess. We wanted to give them something else. So, the reason why we wanted to do this was to provide skilled workers to our communities and hopefully have these apprentices be well along their journey to completing their Red Seal certification. So when we hear enhanced, I think we talk about it, we throw this word around, but we don't know how exactly it is enhanced. So I'm just going to list off some of these things. The program is enhanced because there was a piece prepared at the beginning to provide skills for people to be ready to enter into their workforce. This was done in partnership with the Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency and the Nova Scotia Community College, coming up with a curriculum for them. The program is enhanced because we had the need for carpenters and real employment opportunities, long-term employment opportunities in our communities. So that provided us with the work experience. It's enhanced because we had a partner like the Center for Employment Innovation that looked at a project like this and approved it, that allowed us to give prolonged work terms for people pursuing their career and certification in the trades. And that has been, in the past, a significant barrier to people being able to complete their journey, is having the relevant required work experience and to get the full scope of the trade. It's an enhanced program because we work with the NSAA very closely to monitor the participants every step of their journey while they're in here. Not just in the classroom, but in their workplace, so that they're getting the full scope of the trade that's possible to them. It's enhanced because of the piece that LAE plays a role in through their workplace initiatives that helps bridge the gaps in knowledge, the science and math related to the trade that has been traditionally a barrier for our community members successfully completing even their first block in apprenticeship training. This program is enhanced because over this 2-year period, the participants will not just have over 3,500 hours of work experience, but they'll also have completed 2 of their blocks for their apprenticeship training. It's also enhanced because our community public works departments and housing departments are going to give input into the curriculum for the last classroom piece here, so that they're further refining their skills and making them more valuable to their workplace. This program is enhanced because of how our teams from Labor and Advanced Education, Nova Scotia Apprenticeship Agency, the NSEC, the Centre for Employment Innovation, our communities, and MEVO work together on an ongoing basis to make this program a success, address any issues, and provide wraparound support for the participants. We often hear, and we heard earlier, comments about reconciliation. And I often hear about initiatives, and I wonder how they came about and who provided input for that particular initiative for it to have meaning. And well, I can't say that this was started as an act of reconciliation, but I can say for sure that with the way the partners have come together, the way that they've lent their expertise, they've made their resources available to us, how they've listened to what our feedback on what has worked in the past and what hasn't, and we're open to new and innovative ideas of how to move forward. For me, that truly is an act of reconciliation, and I thank each of our partners here today for their role in it. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for your time. Your effort.